Yo, it's your boy LOZA. We're here and we're looking at Yacine's Dark Magician list, and wow, it's actually a really good list. There, I do have some small criticisms which I'll address in the comments. Actually, let's skip to them right now. So in the comments, I actually was like, it's nice to see someone who gets it. 2DM is the way. Let's just refer back to that in a sec. But then I was like, oh, you gotta play ref at least 2. Like, you guys know I love 3. Cut Illusion of Chaos to 2 and run 3 Prep, it's better. You can play Saravas. And I was like, why aren't you playing Dark? Because Dark is just a no-brainer in this deck. Heaps of people used to play Wee Witch and I never understood it. And at least Dark's come along to kind of replace that. I'm really happy. But yeah, overall, like, I've watched Yacine for years, I want to say. So yeah, it was just really cool to, like, chat with him here. Which is awesome, just kind of broing out. And he's like, yeah, I agree with what you said. 2ref makes a lot more sense. And I was just like, well, thanks for the reply. Because, like, I've honestly watched Yacine for a while. And it was part of the reason I wanted to make my channel. It was like a combination of Yacine and Michael and a couple of other elements, but you get what I'm saying. And anyway, let's go back up here because Yacine is about to say the most important thing ever. Alright, here's his handles if you need to get in contact, but what he says next is just so perfect. Here we go.
I am playing 2 Dark Magician with 1 Red Eyes. For the love of God, don't play 3 Dark Magician. It's not even a card that you're thirsty to draw anyways. It's a card that you'd rather foolish from your deck to the grave.
Yeah, baby! Woo! This is what I've been waiting for!
But not really draw. Like, it's really not broken in the hand whatsoever. So playing 3 copies makes no sense. Now, there is a good argument of, yeah, but you don't want to lose to, like, DD Cruel Call by the Grave, Ice Dragon's Prison, etc. That is very valid. But I think 2 should be enough if you know what you're doing. And since you're ending your turn with, like, actual Omni Negates, like Griffin, Rider, and Dragoon, I think you should be fine.
I
you
agree.
should be able to know how to close out games before, having to worry about, like, the 3rd Dark Magician.
Yes, that is the thing. Like, you have I love where I've paused it as well. But there's so many ways to close out games with this deck, revolving around, like, Dark, revolving around Hulk or Anaconda. Like, they can help you link climb. They can help you get where you need to be. Plus, like, if you have Dragoon, you're probably in a good position. Like, this deck can close out games very well, but I think a lot of DM players just don't know how to do it, because otherwise, why would they ever suggest 3 DM?
I want to say playing 2 Dark Magician is somewhat similar to playing 2 Eldritch the Golden Lord and
Yes.
Eldritch. If you completely suck with Eldritch,
Yes.
3 might be, the only way to play. But if you know what you're doing and you know how to win games very fast, 2 should be way more than enough.
There you
And
go.
by playing less copies, you're going to brick less often, which means that you're going to win more often.
Yep.
And that's supposed to be our goal, right?
He just gets it, alright? He just understands exactly where I'm coming from, and I do hope this is the standard moving forward for all Dark Magician players, They just understand that, hey, 3 was never really that great a ratio, we just played it because we had to. Navigation was a card, and navigation required DM in the hand, and Apprentice searched it for us. I can understand people who used to play 3, but they need to realize the deck has changed. The deck has had a modern adaptation thanks to Red Eyes Fusion, thanks to Magician Souls. It's thanks to a lot of things, guys. The new support really pushes Dark Magician in the grave, not in the hand. Yes, Eternal Soul can summon from the hand, but Magician Souls doesn't put it in the hand, does it? And arguably, that's one of our best cards. Soul Servant counts the Dark Magicians on field or grave. That's not the hand, okay? The new support doesn't care about Dark Magician in the hand. It's about Dark Magician in the graveyard, okay? It's pretty straightforward. 2022 Dark Magician is about getting him from the deck straight to the bin, okay? We don't want to see it in the hand. Yes, we want it on the field and grave, but not in the hand, guys, okay? I hope this is making sense. Even in the Golden Lord comparison, Golden Lord's way better in the hand because it has another effect. Like, Golden Lord's a perfectly designed card, right? Whereas DM is a fat, vanilla, thick boy.
Upstart is very unique because you can stack your deck with stuff like Soul Servant, and then when you use Upstart, you know for a fact that you're going to be drawing it. So
Yeah.
it's not like it was a completely RNG card, just making your deck, 39, whatever. So, yeah, when you have cards that stack cards on the top of your deck, like even the Oracle of Zephyra field spell, Upstart Goblin starts being just way more unique. And even
Oh,
Lava
yeah.
Volt Chain if it gets unbanned. So, yeah, this is why Upstart really, really, really has to be played. And you can't really play
Yes.
Pot of Extravagance and Prosperity. They also conflict with the draw of Magician Souls and Soul Servant, which are
Yep.
probably some of the biggest key components in this deck. Foolish.
Exactly right. Like, Upstart is just so freaking good in this deck. If you haven't subscribed to Matt yet, go and subscribe to Matt. He'll tell you all about Upstart. As Yacine said, Upstart very good. I'm curious as to what he's going to say about Foolish Burial. Oh, it sends the Enchantress, of course.
Burial, very good card. You can Foolish for Aquamancer. Yeah,
Yep.
that's about it. Sometimes for Dark Magician, because you already have the Dark Magical Circle and Eternal Soul.
Yeah, I don't actually mind that in this build. That's actually really cool. Getting to play Foolish is really nice, actually. I dig that. That's really cool. We're going to go ahead and talk about the deck list now, because there's some things I would probably change just a little bit. Alright, I have built the Yacine deck in my Yugioh Pro. Let's go and test hand it. Wow, this hand sucks. That was unlucky. Alright, let's talk about the card by card. 2 Dark Magician, which we know is perfect now. 1 Red Eyes, the Griffin, the Mana. Yacine's part of the Mana gang, let's go. Magician's Rod at 3. Even though you won't get the effect of Rod all the time, I think, yeah, you still just play 3. You could play Black Metal instead of Rod, but then you're jumping down like a whole different hole. You have to smash in heaps of Red Eye stuff, which I will have in a later video. But anyway, for now, yeah, sure, still play 3 Rod because it's fine. It's still your best normal summon in this deck a lot of the time. I won't say the best normal summon, but it's definitely like the consistency piece that helps you, you know, grab the missing piece of the Dark Magician Circle, Eternal Soul combo. Anyway, Aquamancer at 3, you gotta play it at 3. It's also a spellcaster, so it fits in pretty nice. Triple Ash Blossom, triple Ghost Ogre, triple Effect Veiler. Not much to say, this format, you need it. Magician Souls cards, very freaking good, turns out. 3 Illusion of Chaos, I do disagree with this, only a little bit. It's not the biggest deal, but yep. Rites of Amaresia. So we got Rites over here, which I think should also have Preparation of Rites, but we'll get to my version of the build after. But anyway, this card's obviously very, very good. Sets up your whole Adventure Token engine, so you'll love to see it. Plus, because it's a spell, if you've already used it, you can always just send it away with Magician Souls for draws, so it's pretty nice. The 1 ref, now this is the part where I disagree. You gotta at least play 2. I know Illusion of Chaos can put this back, but you don't always see Illusion of Chaos, and then your Anaconda plays dead, which really sucks. Especially because his extra deck has 2 Anaconda, but only 1 ref, and no other fusion spell. It's a little sussy, but I would add Magical Eyes in too, just so the second Anaconda has more purpose in my opinion. But yeah, Upstart, we know this card's amazing, not much to say. Foolish, I really love this because while it's mainly for dumping Enchantress to get the Brave token going, if you already have that, and you just need Dark Magician, cool, you can Foolish the DM, and that's really nice. You can even Foolish Mana if, like, you need to. It's not bad at all. Soul Servant, best card in the deck, it's a 3, you love to see it. Cold Bride, the Grave, Red Eyes Fusion's best friend, I do love to see it. Journey of Destiny at 1, you got to play this at 1. What's cool in this build is Magician Souls, well, in every build because based play it too. Magician Souls can send the dead adventure cards to the grave for draws, and that's really nice. 2 Circle. I do think this build could get by with 1 Circle, but I can understand wanting to play at least 2. 2's still a good ratio. 1 Draco back, normal ratio, 3 Imperm. Cool, that finishes our hand trap lineup, and then we've got the 1 Eternal Soul. Extra deck's got some clunky stuff, so let's go through. We got the 1 Dragoon. I would be playing 2, which we'll make the change up soon. 1 Herald. I kind of like this. Your Rod plus Effect Veiler makes Herald, which is nice. I'm not sure how often it will come up. I guess Enchantress as well can also do that. Yeah, Enchantress or Rod with Veiler can make Herald, which is cool. Big Eye as the only XZ is slightly questionable to me, but at least it's a going second XZ. Like, the thing with Dark Magician is you're never going to make a rank 7 turn 1. I mean, you can in this build, because Griffin's a level 7, and if you open Griffin and Magician Souls, well, you can make Big Eye, but it seems kind of weird. But it's a thing you can do. I'm not sure if I would play Big Eye, though. I'd probably play Ebon Illusion Magician. I don't know. Even then, maybe Big Eye is just strictly better because it kind of forces your opponent to do something or they lose a card. So yeah, maybe Big Eye's fine here. Access code's always good because you got to have Selene to go into it. The Hulk package naturally goes along with this, so let's just group these cards together. The only thing is I would have Dark in here as well. The fact that Dark's not here is a little depresso, since, you know, we're a Dark spellcaster deck. It just works so well. Nightmare Unicorn and Phoenix, I don't mind these cards. Like, they're good cards. I just always feel like we can use the room for better stuff, so they may get cut, but that's okay. 2 Anaconda. I like 2, but there's no point for it in this build, so I'll change that and make it more relevant. 2 Link Spider. I do like this just for recycling DM, but because we've got I'm Duck, I don't think we need the 2 once again, but it's a good placeholder for other cards anyway. Artemis, you do love to see it in this build. It's just so good. And of course, Relinquish Anima, very good card. Alright, I'm going to make some changes, and then you'll hear back from me. Alright, I do think this is my final version of the Yacine build. Gone up to 48 cards. I actually wanted to go to 49, but I don't know. You can play the Soravis if you want. I do think this build was pretty good to begin with. All I've really done is add in the 2 extra ref. I've taken away a circle. I've put in a Magicalized Fusion so we can actually make second Dragoon to follow up and try to kill our opponent if they do out the first one. A lot of decks play droplets, Kaijus, full tactics talents, Dark Ruler no more. There's just so many ways for people to out Dragoon. So we do need to play a way to get to a second one. And the most efficient way is Magicalized. Also, Yacine was playing Imdark, which is great. But the main reason for playing Imdark, or I want to say looping Dark Magician is one of the purposes. It's like a pseudo Link Spider. But the other reason is if you do open Magician Souls and Magicalized Fusion, you can make a Dragoon just with those two cards thanks to Imdark. So that's a really nifty interaction that you should know, and that's a great reason why we should play Imdark and Magicalize. Now, obviously, you won't always open Magicalize, but the other purpose, of course, is just late game, making that second Anaconda, or just hard drawing Magicalize and making your second Dragoon. It's very nice. I tried to keep the hand trap lineup the exact same, so you could probably cut one of these back, but I do just like playing heavy hand traps this format. It's very nice. All right, let's go ahead and run some test hands. Okay, this is really, there's no, oh, that's annoying. We didn't roll any of the actual stuff that we wanted, but that's fine. Now, I would do all these effects first just to see if the opponent will hand trap us. If they draw us, they draw us. It's kind of, it is what it is. I'd probably go for the second Magician Souls here. I would honestly keep the double Imperm, so I'm probably just going to put Illusion of Chaos back. Look, the opponent didn't do anything, so whatever. You're always going to want to send mana first. If they do try to Imperm or Valor you on either Magician Souls effect sending to draw or the Magician Rods that we're about to summon, you can chain mana to summon herself from the grave, which you might not think is the biggest deal, but having an extra body on field is always nice. Always nice. So a hand like this, I'd probably just grab Soul Servant. And honestly, because we have literally no components, I would probably just not even bother going for one. I would just send it away for a draw. And there you go. We found the Enchantress. Like, this is nuts, except we used our normal summons. So it's less nuts. What's interesting is we can still use her effect. So I'm just going to do it for the sake of grabbing the rights card. I'm guessing we stop here, though. Yeah, we can't use the rights because we've normal summoned. But still, we're ready for next turn. Alright, we will go for the Anaconda here, and Anaconda is going to get us to the big boy Dragoon. You know how it be. Alright, we are going to go for that draw 2 and hope to hit some good shit. And it's, wow, triple Imperm and a lot of follow-up for next turn. So why don't we just put an Imperm in like a majority of the columns the opponent might play a card in. Triple Imperm Dragoon. That's actually pretty good. Alright, next test hand. Oh lord, this is terrible. Why did we have to open the red eyes? Oh my goodness. Well, I don't think I need to explain this hand. It's going to be play ref. Send the DM from the deck and the red eyes that's here. And then back it up with your 2 hand traps, folks. And discard the DM for the Dragoon negate. Alright, next hand. Alright, we're getting to some actual shit now. I think we have to normal summon her so we can make Anaconda. Am I right? Or am I right? Alright, we're going to slap down the Journey of Destiny. We are going to normal summon the Enchantress. We're going to use Journey of Destiny. Going to grab ourselves the Draco Beck Dragonsteed. Oh no, we don't have the token out. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, we don't use the effect yet. It's fine. Alright, we're going to Magician Souls. We're going to put mana in the grave. Man, we got red eyes in the hand. That sucks. Because we're playing first, we could send away the Draco Beck Steed, but I don't think we do, unfortunately. Alright, we've got to get that girl in the grave, so we're going to do it by using Anaconda. And now we're going to activate her effect. Cool, that's going to grab us the right. Going to activate right. Right is going to go ahead and give us the token. And it would normally grab Journey of Destiny here, which we sadly opened up for some reason. But that is just how it is. We're going to go ahead and grab the Griffin now. And then we have to discard a card. Oh no, that's so bad. Discarding. Lol jokes. This deck is interesting. Alright, we are going to summon the Griffin at some point here because we do want Anaconda to resolve, ironically. Alright. So that wasn't the best hand, like we still got to where we wanted to go, but it didn't quite line up the way we wanted. Yeah, Red Eyes is also in the hand, which is not ideal. Unfortunately, we only have one disruption, like we can use the Ghost Ogre, but then Dragoon doesn't get a negate, so that's just unfortunately how this hand played out. We do have Dark Magician, Red Eyes, and mana in the bin though, so that's a lot of bricks out of the deck, meaning our draw for turn should be quite good. let's just check what it is. So if we did have to try to play once again. Alright, for turn we are going to draw Soul Servant. That's amazing. That is amazing. Everyone knows what this is, right? This is literally just a draw 2. I'm going to leave this video here, guys. I'd just like to thank Yacine for having a little chat with me in the comments, and I do hope he likes this deck roast. There wasn't much roasting to do, but unfortunately, everyone's deck profiles are getting better, and that's just so awesome. I'm so glad. Let me know what you thought of Yacine's build and what you thought of my take on his build right after that. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Catch you next time.